Fruit, glorious fruit. How you doing, guys? Banana, peach, sugar, water. Guys, fruit is the healthiest thing you can put in your mouth. Case closed. Case closed. Would you want to eat just fruit? You can live beautifully eating just fruit. Stranded on a desert island, you know, you and Gilligan and all that sort of stuff. Please, you could absolutely 1,000% be healthy as can be on fruit. In a perfect world, we are living in this country, which is not a perfect world. You'd be hard-pressed to eat just fruit because of the sheer volume of fruit you'd have to eat to get your calories in. That's where your veggies come in. That is where your sugar comes in and all that sort of stuff. But what you are trying to do, guys, with fruit is give yourself the maximum vitamins, minerals, nutrients, phytochemicals, biophotons. It's the most plentiful food you have for those four things. Vitamins, minerals, nutrients, phytochemicals, 5 things, and biophotons. It's the only food that gives you all 5 in that degree. Veggies are next. Not cooked. The minute you cook them, all the vitamins, minerals, nutrients, blah, 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 the content goes down. It is the healthiest thing on the planet to eat. Probably not quite as healthy, even more healthy is probably just mainline the juices, okay? But the two of them together are dynamic. Now, if, again, stranded on a desert island and there's one thing to eat, I don't care what the carnivore guys say. You can't live on just meat. I suppose you could live on just rice. You could live on just potatoes. Fruit is the number one thing. The healthiest thing would be fruit. There's no question about it. Followed by vegetables. Vegetables, you'd be very, very healthy, but they're so much lower in carbs than fruit. You'd be very much bereft of energy, okay? You need the carbs. And the carbs have the phytochemicals, the greens, and all this. I mean, they're great. They're absolutely great. And along with my daily dose of veggies, I do a liter of veggie juice, green juice, that is just mainlining phytochemicals. It's great for your hair. It's great for your skin. Fruit is just great for your skin. And not only that, fruit cleanses. Absolutely cleanses. I've told you before, the juice cleanse is the number one way to cleanse. There's no question about it. The next thing to do is to just eat fruits and veggies raw. It's much easier to stay on that than a juice cleanse. Juice cleanse is very easy after the first 2 or 3 days. It's remote control. It's very, very easy. You don't even think about it. You know, crave, it's gone. You don't even think about it the first 2 or 3 days. The first 2 or 3 days are tough on the juice cleanse. They're not that tough on the raw. If you just, over time, the raw would take more time to cleanse you out, but it does cleanse. That's why I insist that if you are going to do a juice cleanse, at least for a week, 10 days after, you do nothing but eat raw fruits and veggies. Don't even go the rice and the potatoes yet. First of all, it eases your stomach back into whole food, and it's a transition period. If you just, after a 30-day juice cleanse, if you just went back and had a veggie burger and a veggie pizza or something, you'd be sick. You'd be sick. You'd just absolutely overwhelm the system, the clean system that you just cleaned out with toxic substances. Now, I'm not saying, you know, you'd lapse into a coma and you'd have to go to the hospital. That's not what I'm talking about. But I am talking you would have a really upset stomach. You probably wouldn't sleep. You'd feel literally hungover the next day because you didn't sleep and all that sort of stuff. And all of a sudden, you'd start craving cooked food again. And all the good stuff that you did on the cleanse would be all but out the window. So that's something to think about. But fruit is it, man. Fruit, fruit, fruit. Out of a day, I'm going to say, it's hard to say, 75 to 80% of anything I eat is fruit and their fruit juices. And when I do that, I feel marvelous, okay? When I go to the cooked food, which I do quite often if I'm going out, I've told you all this before, this is nothing new. I'm not sick, like I would say right after cleanse or anything like that, but I don't feel great the next day. I'm a little tired, I'm a little lethargic. I don't sleep as soundly as I used to. I get weirder dreams. Hey, when I'm in the middle of a juice cleanse, man, my dreams are like just the most glorious thing. I mean, literally, skipping through, an orchard of daisies, with whistling a happy tune. It's amazing. The level, the plane of bliss that you're on. You add that with a little meditation. Oh, God. It's turbocharged, man. Turbocharged. To the point where when I'm in the middle of a cleanse, which I usually go on in the summer, okay? When I'm in the middle of a cleanse, in the summer, because of the weather, I crank up my workouts. My workouts are incredible. I'm thinking, why would you ever do anything other than drink juice the rest of your life? Now, there's a point of no return. Once you get cleaned out, you start cannibalizing your muscle and this type of thing. So, you don't do it nonstop, but fruit and fruit juices, number one. And the world is yours, Chico, and everything in it. Love you all.